Hi friends, my name is Nati and welcome to my channel NatiBeadS. In today's video, I will teach you how to do this super beautiful Native American style necklace. Very nice. The materials use 90 Preciosa CVs of different colors. But if you do not have, you can use 11 Miyuki seed beads. In the case of information, read the list of materials, link pattern of the necklace, and my networks. Anyway, let's start! Materials you need. As you see, I cut a lot of colors, so you know that you can use the color that you like. We also need Fireline 0.50 mm in crystal color, a piece of chain with lobster clasps, a needle 10 size, a scissor, and patterns. Good. I cut my needle with 1.5 meters, and as you see, I cut the colors what I will use it in my project. In this project, use white, pink, red, anissed, and silver. Look, the pattern. As you see in the pattern, the colors are different, to which I will use. As I said before, you can use the color you like more. And you just got to keep in mind that at the top and bottom of the necklace, they are always silver CVs. This project has 8 steps, and I'm going to make the first step. Okay, let's start. Pick up 6 silver CVs, flatten down, make a loop, and pass again for all beads. Together threads and make 3 knots. Leave 15 centimeters of tie. And now pass for the next silver CV. Take the pattern and now make the first step. 1 silver, 3 white, pink, anissed, red, anissed, pink, 7 white, pink, anissed, red, anissed, pink, 3 white, pink, and 1 silver CV. Anyway, let's go to the subject. Pick up 3 whites, pink, anissed, red, anissed, pin, 7 white, a pin, anissed, red, anissed, a pin, 3 white, and 1 silver seaweed. This is the sequence: 3 white, pin, anissed, red, anissed, pin, 7 white, pin, anissed, red, anissed, pin, 3 white, and 1 silver seaweed. Lead silver seaweed and go through for the next white seaweed and pull a thread. Look this. Good. Let's go with the second step. Pick up 3 white seaweeds, a pin, and anissed. Look this. Sliding down and go through my needle for red seaweed by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Pick up 1 anissed, a pin, and 3 white seed beads. Sliding down and go through my needle for the 4th white seaweed by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Look this. And now pick up 3 white seaweeds, a pin, and anissed, and go through my needle for the red seaweed by the previous sequence and pull a thread. And the last, pick up anissed, a pin, and 3 white seaweeds. Sliding down and go through for the first silver seaweed by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Sorry. Look this. As you can see, I'm making a bead net with sequence of 5 seaweeds. The third step, pick up 2 pins, a silver, and 2 white seaweeds. Look this. And go through my needle for the third white seaweed by the previous sequence for here. And pull a thread. Now pick up 5 white seaweeds and go through for the first white seaweed by the previous sequence. And pull a thread. Now we add a new color, the blue. Pick up a blue, 3 pink, and a blue. Look this. Flatten down and go down for the third white bead by the previous sequence for here. And pull a thread. And then pick up 5 white beads, flatten down, and go down by the first white bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. And the last, pick up 2 whites, a pin, and 1 silver bead. Flatten down, leave silver bead and go through for the next pink bead and pull a thread. Now let's go with the 4th row. Pick up 3 white beads, a pink and blue. Look this, flatten down and go up for the 4 white bead by the previous row and pull a thread. Now pick up 1 blue and 4 pink beads. And go up for the second pink by the previous row for here and pull a thread. As you can see, all the sequence are 5 beads. It's important that I remembered. Pick up 4 pink and a blue. Flatten down and go up for the 4 white bead by the previous row and pull a thread. And the last, pick up 5 white beads, and go up for silver bead by the previous row. And pull a thread. Now let's go with the 5 row. Pick up 2 pin, 1 silver bead and 2 white beads. Flatten down and go down by the 3rd white bead by the previous row for here and pull a thread. And now pick up 1 blue and 4 pink beads. Flatten down and go down for the second pin bead by the previous row for here. And pull a thread. Now picad a white, anissed, red, anissed, and a white. Flatten down. And go down for the third pin bead by the previous row and pull a thread. And then picad 4 pin beads and a blue. Flatten down and go down for the first white bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. And the last, picad 2 white beads, a pin and 1 silver bead. Lead silver bead and go out for the pin bead and pull a thread. Look this. Okay, let's go with the seed row. And then picad 3 white beads, a blue and a pink. Flatten down and go out for the second pin by the previous sequence and pull a thread. And now picad 3 pin beads, a white and anissed. Flatten down and go out for the red bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Now picad 1 anissed, a white and 3 pink beads. Flatten down and go out for the third pin bead by the previous sequence. And pull a thread. And the last, picad and a pin, a blue and 3 white beads. Flatten down and go out for silver bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Look this. How you see this project is very beautiful. Anyway, let's go with the 7th row. And then picad 2 pink, a silver and 2 white beads. Flatten down and go down for the third. Whith bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Now picot 3 whites, a blue, and a pink. Slide them down and go down for the third. Pin bead by the previous sequence for here and pull a thread. Now picot 5 pin beads, slide them down and go down for the first pin bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. The next sequence, picot a pin, a blue, a white, a blue, and a pink. And go down for the first white bead by the previous sequence for here and pull a thread. And the last, picot 2 whites, a pin, and silver bead. Slide them down, lead silver bead and go out for the pin bead and pull a thread. Okay, we go for the 8th and the last row. Picot 5 white beads and go out for white bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Now picot 3 white beads, a blue, and a pink, and go out for the third pin bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Now picot a pin, a blue, and 3 white beads and go out for the first white bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. And the last, picot 5 white beads and go out for silver bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Look this. These are the 8 rows we have to repeat consecutively until complete the length of the necklace between 40 and 45 centimeters. Now I repeat the first row. Picot 2 pins, a silver, and 2 white beads. Slide them down and go down for the third white bead by the previous sequence and pull a thread. Now picot a pin, anissed, red, anissed, and a pink. And go down for the third white bead by the previous sequence. For here, and pull a thread. And then pick up 5 white beads, slide them down, and go down for the first white bead by the previous sequence, and pull a thread. And now pick up a pin, anissed, red, anissed, and pink. And go down for the third white bead by the previous sequence, and pull a thread. And the last, pick up 2 white beads, a pin, and 1 silver bead. Slide them down, lead silver bead, and go through for the next pink bead, and pull a thread. Look this. And now we will repeat again the next 7 rows. Good, I repeat again the second row. Pick up 3 whites, a pin, and anissed, and go through 4 red bead by the previous sequence, and pull a thread. Pick up an anissed, a pin, and 3 whites beads, and go out for the third white bead by the previous sequence, and pull a thread. And now pick up 3 whites, a pin, and anissed, and go out for the red white bead by the previous sequence, and pull a thread. And the last, pick up anissed, a pin, and 3 whites. Slide them down, and go out for the silver bead by the previous sequence, and pull a thread. Look this. Okay, you only have to do the remaining 6 rows, and as I said, I repeat the first 8 rows until the end of the necklace. As you can see, it's a spectacular necklace, and I'm going to show you how to finish and start with a new thread. For this project, you will need 6 meters of the thread. Okay, pass my needle for the sun beads, go through in between by 2 CBs, make a loop, go through my needle for the loop, and pull a thread. Repeat one more time, go through my needle in between 2 beads, make a loop, go through my needle for the loop, and pull a thread. Pass again for the sun beads, go through my needle in between by 2 bees, make a loop, go through my needle for the loop and pull a thread. One more time, go through, in between 2 bees, make a loop, go through my needle for the loop and pull a thread, and we remove the needle. Now I have thread my needle with 1.5 meters. And put the needle through the same C-bead. What is the other thread? For here. Go through for the 2 C-beads and for the next silver C-bead. And pull a thread. Leave 10 centimeters and go through in between C-beads, make a loop, go through my needle for the loop and pull a thread. Pass for the next pin C-beads, go through in between C-beads, make a loop, go through my needle for the loop and pull a thread. Look this. Now together the other threads and make 3 knots. And then apply a drop of glue, we hope it will dry, we cut, and the rest we burn. Okay, I'm going to finish the rest of the necklace, and now I am with you. As you see, I had it finished, and now I'm going to make the civil ring. What did I do at the first? Pick up 5 silver CBs and go through my needle for the same CB in opposite direction and pull a thread. And pass again for all beads. Now we pass by some CBs and we finish the thread and finish work. Now I put a piece with lobster clasps and open rim, put by the necklace rim and close. And the other end, the same. Open rim, sorry, Put by the necklace rim and close. This is the result, a super spectacular necklace. Very, very beautiful. Just for today's video. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel, finger up and share the video in social networks. A kiss and thanks for seeing me. Bye bye.